Each morning we're born again. What we do today is what matters most. Buddha. Hey, I'm Clive Bird, and welcome to the fifth episode of the Clive Bird Experiment, where I research various topics here on YouTube and then test them out myself, so you don't have to. In this episode, I'm going to share with you what I've learned about the perfect morning routine, with the objective of training the mind to cultivate wisdom, by keeping the mind bright, stable, clear, neutral, and healthy. What is it that makes a great morning routine? Morning routines are not about increasing productivity, motivation, or inspiration. These are merely the byproducts of a great morning routine. According to the Buddhist monks, the purpose of their morning routine is to keep their minds still, to cultivate a platform where wisdom can be attained. The objective is to keep in the moment, not start thinking about the 150 uncompleted tasks we have in our heads, but instead focus on the here and now. They achieve this by waking up early. They don't rush out of bed, they keep their eyes closed and concentrate on their breathing to keep their minds at their center. While their minds are still, they think of death. This is neither a positive or negative thought. It's merely an acknowledgement that nobody knows when their time is up. So every day is not promised or guaranteed. So no matter how bad things are, at least be happy you're alive. While their mind is still, they reflect on the fact that today is a brand new day and everything in the past is gone. With the start of a new day, there is renewed opportunity to do good. Practicing generosity is believed to help train the mind in a way conducive to attaining enlightenment. It serves as a way to eliminate one's greed and ill will. They reduce attachment by giving away what is valuable. Through acts of generosity, they let go by giving without regret and with joy, and without the expectation of reward. By meditating in the morning before interacting with the outside world, Buddhist monks keep their minds calm. They use chanting and mantras to slow and calm their minds even more. They believe that meditation cultivates new energy for the day, and stillness is the true key to success. The Buddhist monks believe that by making your bed and doing chores, which may seem to us like such insignificant things, are really important, as they prepare you for the day. By giving you an easy win, chores keep you in the moment. By focusing on these tasks and not letting your mind wander, you can remain present. You can focus on your hands and your body as you do your chores, as these connect you with your life and your surroundings, all while integrating a healthy, strong mindfulness routine into your everyday life. The real world is a dog-eat-dog environment. There's lots of chaos and noise that we have to navigate through without losing our minds. Life is extremely information heavy, and I have found that by reducing the amount of external information I get subjected to on a daily basis has really helped my mental health. I followed the teachings of the Buddhist monks and developed my own morning routine to help prepare me for the turbulent world by strengthening my inner resolve and growing my resilience. I decided that in order to make the most of a morning routine, I would need to fuse the old world wisdom of the Buddhist monks with some modern wisdom. As I am a member of the modern world, evolutionary speaking, our brains evolved for safety and survival as its core function, but we wanted to deliver happiness and peace. I took the learnings from Dr. Amit Sood's TED Talk on how to overcome our neutral predisposition to suffering, where he talks about our default and focus modes of the brain and how we can control them to increase happiness. The focus mode is when we are engaged, when we are processing something very interesting, very novel, or meaningful. This mode is where we're at our best. The default mode is where we spend 50 to 80% of our time. In this mode, it's where our minds wander. It's the feeling you get when you've read a book or read a page, and then you've had to reread the page because you can't remember what you've read, because your mind was out doing something else. The brain seesaws between this mode all day long. However, if you spend too much time in one, we get stuck there. And the more time we spend in the default mode, the greater our risk to developing anxiety, depression, attention deficit disorders, or perhaps even dementia. Dr. Amit has devised a means of keeping in the focused state while reducing the effects of the default mode by helping us to control our negative bias. We all know drinking alcohol is bad, yet we love doing it. Or our hedonic adaptation, which is getting used to the goodness and focusing on imperfections. Think about a marriage. When you first get married, everything is perfect, your partner is perfect, And then years of goodness passes and we start to take that as normal, and we start focusing on the imperfections. Dr. Emmett's program, which is called the 532 program, helps control these biases. The 532 program is broken down like this. Think of 5 people that you are most grateful for. This will help you focus on what's important in your life. Spend 3 minutes when you first see your loved ones, as if you had not seen them for a long time. This creates novelty and increases focus. And the third thing is, for the first 2 minutes of every interaction, do not try and improve people. I've used the teachings of the monks and Dr. Emmett to develop my own morning routine that I used every day for 30 days. I created a meditation to develop these skills and lift my neural predisposition to suffering. I focused on gratitude, compassion, acceptance, meaning, and forgiveness. My start of the day routine just takes an hour, which seems a lot, but it does set you up for a good day with some easy wins, focus time, and my first acts of generosity for the day. The most important part is I make sure I don't get any outside influences before I finish my routine. It's the key is to keep my mind still as possible. Now, it does not always work, as every morning is not the same. And like most people, I have an energetic family, 2 boys, a wife and a dog, and if they need something from me during the time, if my boys wake up early, or the dog needs to go out, or my wife wants her coffee in bed, I just focus on the moment, keep my mind focused on the task, and get back to my routine as quick as I can. My morning routine is an action-packed hour. I do a 20-minute meditation session through one of the online gurus that I follow. I then do an 8-minute intensive push-up session where I try and beat my previous day's push-ups. I then go and have a coldest shower as I possibly can without it being uncomfortable. I then make my family breakfast and I do my kids' school dinners, and then I wash the dishes and I come upstairs and make my bed. All of this is usually completed within an hour, and I am now ready for the day. Over the last month, I have meditated every morning without fail. I have listened to numerous gurus, and between the 5 or 6 different people I've listened to, I have put together a routine which I particularly find very beneficial, which I have now turned into a guided meditation of my own. Because although I'm no expert, what I've gained from meditation in the 30 days, I believe anybody can gain if they open their minds and they truly believe that they are in control of their own mind. Since I started this meditation and mindfulness routine, I have definitely experienced improvements in my mood. I feel so much better. Even if some of the days I'm not particularly productive, I feel like I have done something good. With everything I do on this experiment, I'm constantly trying to become the best version of myself. I started this journey 6 months ago now, and since then I've gone from strength to strength. I've gained control of my situational depression. My feelings of anxiety and self-loathing are dissolving with every step forward. For me, the most important part is to share this journey with you, so that I may inspire others to take a similar journey. We all have the tools within us to build a great life, yet society is continuously trying to get us to look outward for our solutions, be it dopamine from social media, or an exciting experience, or just taking antidepressants because our lives are too busy or too noisy. Yet all the answers are within. All we need to do is take the time to pay attention to ourselves, and the solutions will be there. The best part of this journey is that my relationships with my wife and my children have become nothing less than exceptional. Living in the moment is the biggest takeaway from this experiment. Even if you can't meditate because you are not ready to quieten your mind, focusing and paying attention on what's happening in front of you, be it the wind blowing in the trees, watching your children play intently, or simply focusing on your daily chores, are all great steps to getting your mind still. For those of you that are interested in a guided meditation and mindfulness routine, I have created one specifically for this morning routine. It has served me well over the last 30 days, and I hope it serves you too. And that brings me to the end of this video. So till next time, be generous, live in the moment, and continuously work to become the best version of yourself.